I need to know, what are you doing? I need you to go punch that like button. I need you to go punch that subscribe button. I need you to go punch those comments and just let me know what you guys think of the show. And I want to thank you for even just tuning in, all right? So that's my little special thanks from me to you before our show begins. All right, so without further ado, welcome to the Punchline.
You were looking for me, jam, baby. I ain't going nowhere, I'm chilling right here. Me and her every jam on the track, chillin' with the pocket queen. No, you weren't expecting this, so not like this, nah. Do the hook now, ain't that like when I sing freestyle, Ain't that like when I do 3 times, You didn't even do the best, You didn't even better this, When the mic and the melody comes on, the rhythm to hold on, we can't let it go, no.
Welcome, beautiful people, all my hustlers, all my creators, okay, my workers, and my business owners as well, all right? Thank you for joining today's episode. I'm Manuel. I'm hosting today's episode of The Punchline, all right? And I have with me my very special guest, okay? Miss Mimi Cann is joining us in the building today, okay? Now, many of you may not know Miss Mimi Cann, all right, but many of you may do. But before we dive into who she is, Mimi, tell us a little bit about yourself. All right, tell us, who are you?
Well, I wasn't born Mimi Cann. My name is really Mamiya. But when I was in elementary, my friends couldn't pronounce that. So my friend was like, girl, I'm just gonna call you Mimi. And I'm like, I like that. Okay. So that was in like 5th grade. And like I remember people would call my house like, can I talk to Mimi? And my dad be like, you got the wrong number and hang up because he didn't even know that was my nickname.
Right.
But it just grew with me and I feel like it's now a part of me. But yeah, so my nickname is actually Mimi.
And it kind of stuck.
It stuck and I like it. It flows. My last name is really Cann. Yeah. My dad is fancy, so it just flow. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, Mimi, I have a shop. Obviously, I opened my shop at 27 when I was 26, 27. Yeah, 26, 27, I just turned 30.
Ooh,
so
okay.
It's been open like 2 years and a half, or almost and a half, so 2 years for sure. I have 2 children and a husband. And my husband is so positive.
Yeah.
It scares me.
It scares you?
He wakes up every day happy.
Need that energy.
Bro, every day he wakes up, he's happy. He's never in a bad mood. I be cranky as hell, like I need my sleep. But every day he wakes up, he smiles. And he has kind of, his positivity is like rubbing off on me.
I love that.
He doesn't have an issue with nobody. He doesn't fight. He doesn't curse nobody. Like he's just so positive. And I love that. I want to be just like him. Like he inspires me.
We're not just going to just slide past you starting your own business
right?
Really at 26, 27, because that's not an easy feat, okay? Your business is officially known as Mimi's Braid Bar, okay? Right. But has that always been the name? Like, was that always plan A, like for it to be that?
No, actually my original hair page was perfected by Mimi. This had to be like in 2010, 11. And my sister was like, one day you're gonna, my older sister, she's in California, she said one day you're gonna open a shop and it's gonna be the beauty bar. And I'm like, I like that, okay.
Speak on it.
Yes, so I changed, I owe my sister. I don't think she knows this, I owe her. But I love you, sister, okay, thank you. She's in California, so I'm coming your way soon. But my page was perfected by Mimi, then I changed it to the beauty bar. Then when we opened the business in 2020, I got the LLC registered, the beauty bar. And then when we first opened, it was 3 braiders. I had a lash tech, I had an eyebrow tech.
Okay, so you were overall beauty,
yeah.
like overall beauty, okay.
In a small little space, but I just felt like I need to be more educated in the other aspects. If it's the beauty bar, I need to know why the nail glue, the eyelash glue is made out of this. If somebody's tearing, what can I do? I had no education in nothing but braids.
Okay.
I tried to take a couple of classes for wigs, and I'm just like, this is not for me. I need to stop forcing. I was not interested, so eventually I just stopped hiring like makeup artists and lash techs and stuff, and then I just like closed their stations and actually opened more stations for more braiders. You see what I'm saying? So then later on along the line, actually recently this year, I went back to the Secretary of State and changed it to the Braiding Inc.
Officially.
The Braiding Bar Inc. Sorry.
Okay. I mean, as long as you got the official LLC.
Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. So it's funny how you were able to like venture out and start your own business. Maybe that's not easy.
No,
that's not easy at all. And people like me and future leaders out there, we're all trying to do the same. But if you were to give us just like one advice, as far as like future leaders go, what would it be in terms of voicing out our opinions and just overall chasing our dreams?
I would say you have to dream it, believe it, and actually do it. You can't just sit here and I want to do it. No, you have to do it. You got to get up and do it.
It's not like a 3-step process.
It is a 3-step process. Like I dreamt about this. I got up and I actually did it. Like I'm doing it. You know, I worked at a shop for over 10 years in Bolingbrook. And like the person I was working for, she really inspired me. Every move she made, she might not know, but I was watching everything. The finances, the customer service, how she treated the workers. Like I watched everything. And you know, we're all human, so there's some things she did that I didn't like, some things she did that I love that I'm using it till today. But you know, the way she led people is what I wanted to do. So I knew I was gonna be a leader. I just didn't know what avenue I was gonna do it. But obviously, is now I'm leading a shop of girls to do hair. You see what I'm saying? If you want to do something, you have to literally get up and just do it. Like, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I just did it. And it takes a lot of prayer. You have to really pray and ask God to direct your steps. For sure.
Now, check this out, though. You spoke on something that's kind of key that we're not going to brush past. You saw her leadership style. You didn't know your own, but you kind of saw her leadership style and nitpicked little things that you liked and kept things that you didn't like. So tell me, how important is it to own your own way of leading, your own leadership style?
Okay, so I feel like, so there's this girl. It wasn't always like that.
Okay.
When I first opened the shop, I was so childish.
For
sure. I was childish. Like, a client would say something, I'm ready to go off. A braider would say something, I'd be like, girl, get out, you're fired.
Okay.
And then this one girl I worked with, Debbie, she said something that like changed my life and it stuck with me. She was like, you're a leader, so act like it. I was so ashamed of myself, and then I realized there's people behind me, regardless if you're older, you're younger, you're black, white, Mexican, there's people behind me looking up to me to lead them. You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly
so that changed, it just changed my whole life. I'm like, dang, I can't be cursing like that. I can't be firing people like that. Like, I literally have to lead by example.
Oh my goodness. One more time, punch that.
I really had to lead by example.
You gotta lead by example.
We really need to punch that.
Need to punch that button.
It's like, let me just concentrate on what I know, which is braid. Not everybody can braid. It's honestly a talent to stand there on your feet for like 12 hours. Like, imagine like your back, your feet, your fingers. Like, it's a talent. It's something that not everybody can do.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely. So shout out to all the beautiful braiders out there that do haircuts. That is the time, patience.
Yeah, you have to be like, you have to be able to problem solve. Like fast, like really fast. I didn't know, like when I first started, I was like, okay, I'm just about to braid hair, get money, save for my kids, and buy designer. Literally, that's what I didn't know you need insurance. If somebody falls, if somebody gets burned, you need, if your braider breaks her leg, like you need insurance. You have to like problem solve fast. If you pour hot water on somebody, you need to know exactly what to do at that moment. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you actually need to be on top of your ish. You really do, yes. And for a fact, I was not a people's person. I was a people's person in the partying side.
Okay.
But not in like, let's talk. Like, what are we talking about?
That's what you mean.
But I realized like you really have to, customer service is a skill. Customer service is one hell of a skill.
Punch that one more time.
Customer service is one hell of a skill. Because listen,
like everybody.
Imagine like having 2 kids, you're at work stressed all day, you come home and then 3 in the morning somebody's stressing you out. Not because of you, but because of your braider. So you actually need to know how to reply to these people, talk to these people. Because sometimes I have so many clients coming in, I don't even know who's who. So I make sure I'm nice to everybody in case I go to Walmart one day and I'm passing out a card. You see what I'm saying? She remember like, oh, you know, I texted me and she was such a sweetheart. What if I cuss the client out and I'm giving her a card? We're going to be in Walmart fighting. So you need to, if you want to be a leader, I mean not a leader, sorry, if you want to open a business, I really suggest that you sharpen your leadership skills and your customer service skills and problem solving.
It sounds like all the tools you need in your bag, okay?
For sure.
Now, that is a lot that you just spoke on, but it's funny how you mentioned how you treating people.
Yeah.
It takes a long, you feel me, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. And how important is it for us, like people that are really just trying to establish ourselves, to watch what we do and watch what we say to everybody else?
You know, you might not know, but you have people that look up to you and that actually watch you. You never used to send me your podcast, but I used to watch it all the time. You see, but you wouldn't know that because I'm not liking it, I'm not sharing it. It's on my timeline. I'm like, damn, he's smart. And every time, I swear to God, every time you post, I repost it. Every time you post, I repost it. So I'm saying to say that you never know who's in the back cheering you on. So you kind of have to live accordingly because you might be leading somebody that you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. So.
And that's love too. But that's so important because then that shows that our lifestyle, the way we live, that itself can be an example. You feel me?
For sure.
And that's why they always mention why, having God's light is important because it differentiates you from the rest of the people. You know what I mean? And it gives somebody else hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Even you being as a woman, let's be real here. Let's be real here, okay? Over the years, women have it on the rise, but if we're being honest, it's still not equally fair in a general aspect. So you just being a woman, in what ways have you yourself just been able to elevate your own confidence even with the people around you?
Being true to myself. You gotta be true to yourself. That's the most attractive thing that you can have that everybody will be attracted to. I have to be true to myself. I used to want to, okay, so I'm cool with everybody. I'm like my dad. My dad is, my dad.
Yeah.
My dad is cool with everybody, but he doesn't have any friends. My dad is cool with everybody, but when he's home, nobody comes and sits on our couch like, Isaiah, what's up? And when I seen that, I just had to realize, like, okay, my dad has a lifestyle that attracts people, so when he goes out, everybody's in his face, but when he's home, he's home. Honestly, I don't know what I just said. That had nothing to do with that. Cut that out! What did I just
We're
say?
definitely keeping that. What are you talking about? We're definitely keeping that. We're definitely keeping that. Yes, he did.
And you think so?
Yes, I did.
What was the
What
question? I forgot.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, but that's all they knew. They didn't know about all of this back home, so it's something that I feel like a lot of light needs to get shed on mental health, especially our generation. It's not easy. It's so not easy. I feel like our parents they need a therapist. For sure. Like, no matter how, bro, my dad came here on a boat. This is his own story to tell. He came here on a boat and he told me that there were 2 men on the boat that tried to throw him overseas to kill him. You don't think that's mentally disturbing? Like, you were near death right there. You don't think somebody like that needs to go see a therapist? You see what I'm saying? So I just...
Or at least get, like, some stress relief, some massage, you know what I'm saying?
My parents never had a massage in their life.
Ever?
My dad could be your grandfather. He's older than your parents, and your parents call him dad. My dad is old as hell. He never got a body massage. And I told him, if you get a body massage, they're going to crack them bones and you're going to die. So just don't even do it because I don't want a body massage to be the reason of your death. Like, you live this long life, just don't even get no massage. But they need to relax. Like, they don't go on vacation. They don't enjoy like we do. Oh, we're going to take that vacation. No matter how much money we don't have, we're going to go.
Okay, so we definitely do a better job, I guess, of, I say, relaxing and treating ourselves.
We do.
Treating ourselves. Even
That's
if
what
it's not for the therapist.
Right? We ain't got no money, but we're going to get that massage. Like,
Oh
listen.
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
sure.
That's hilarious. I agree. Now look, I'm talking outside looking in.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I don't know too much, right?
Okay.
But I know, alright, for you to sit that long and get that hair done for those hours, the maintenance itself is just worse.
You know what? It's really not. Like, this is, people go to braids if they have nothing. Because maintaining this is a lot.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, I spent a lot on this for it to last for like a week. Whereas braids, you're spending like $200 on braids, but it's lasting you 4 to 8 weeks. You don't have to do nothing but put braiding spray in your hair, tie it in a bun, and go to sleep. maybe like, let's say 3 weeks, you can use dry shampoo to like clean your scalp because your scalp does need a breathe.
You got moisturizer.
Yes, you have to moisturize. And then I don't advise people to get like braid after braid after braid.
Why?
Because I feel like it's too much tension. Like, give yourself a break.
Pulling out that scalp.
No, we're not. but like, just give it a, like, if you're taking out your braids on a Friday, don't come in on Saturday. If you take it out on a Friday, wait till the following Friday and come and get.
Give it some time.
Give us some time. Get like a cut. Get like a protein treatment. Go to your, because we don't do that. We don't do the styling part. Go to your stylist. You know, get a protein treatment and come back and catch you.
I like that. That's what's up. So what you're gonna do now is shamelessly plug Mimi's Braid Bar. Tell us about the styles that you specialize or anything like that, or anything you want us to know about Mimi's Braid.
Okay, so my shop specializes in braids. That's it. No styling, no makeup, no nails, just braids. And that is a protective hairstyle. Now, in our generation, our day and age, a lot of people are kind of turning away from the perms, which is a good thing because we don't want to put chemicals in our hair that leads to our brain and get you sick. Actually, it's a lot of history behind perms. Ask the stylist, don't ask me. I just know it ain't good. but the braiding aspect of it is like, it kind of saves you time. And it's very healthy for your hair. It allows your hair to grow the natural way. So.
Absolutely, I love it. Benefits of braiding. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just wondering this, okay?
What's the question?
What do you hope to see out of the future generation that comes after you?
You know, with all these school, I have kids, so everything with my kids, but with all these school shootings and just the carjacking and the mess, I just feel like I just want to see more positivity. And then, like I said, I want light to be shown on mental health. That is because everybody that shoots up in school, oh, they're crazy, oh, they're getting bullied. Like, just be kind. You guys just be. Can we go back to the '80s when people were outside playing double dutch at midnight? Like, I'm not letting my kids go outside. I don't know much on the balcony. Play downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we just go back to when our parents were young? I feel like that's the most safe and most relaxing era of life. So, more positive. I'm happy how we're so in tune with our culture now. Because when I was younger, it wasn't like that.
It was not like that.
Everybody was an African booty scratcher, a monkey, your name is this. Like, it was bad. But now that we are actually like embracing it, everybody wants to be like, everybody wants to be a part of the culture, and I love it. I used to hate my eyes, I hated my skin color, I hated my my name, but I love it now. Call me Fufu. What's up? I like it now, so it's very important. Like, we don't want to get lost. We always have to remember where home is.
You just spoke on how a lot of things are different now than they were back then.
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes to show that not only that the world has changed, right, but people themselves have changed, right?
Oh, for sure.
Even the way we go about things, right? Would you say it's definitely easier now to be your own boss than it was even just like a decade ago, like just 10 years ago?
Oh, for sure. Everything is social media. Like, our parents had it hard. Our parents had it so hard. Like, I'm pretty sure if our parents could own or run their own business when they first came, they would have done it. But we literally don't have to stand in front of stores and pass out cards.
This is true.
We don't have to do the absolute most. I know sometimes people will have to put their ad in a newspaper or put it on Google. We don't have to do all of that. Do somebody's hair that's nice, take a picture, put it on social media, they're going to find you. So I think it's easy. We have it easy. We have to take advantage of that.
We do. But, and you can agree, you can disagree or agree on this. Would you say that's actually a bad thing? That's actually easier for us? Is it good or bad that
it's bad. It's kind of bad because we're lazy and we take advantage of things like that.
Just one more time, because you kind of hit a soft spot.
We're lazy. Our generation is lazy, and we take advantage of that. Our parents literally, like, they were hustling. Bro, my dad came here on a boat. My dad came here I could never imagine in a million years. You know what I'm saying? They've been hustling since they stepped foot on this soil. We don't have to do all of that. So
there's a deep message in that. We gotta learn from the past to create a better future, don't we?
we really do that, and that's why I'm saying we're lazy. We just literally live in life on the edge, and then we just go whatever steps in front of us. We just take the opportunity and run. We don't take advantage of like a lot of things that are happening for us.
Yeah. It's hard though, because the world, I would say, is definitely now more negative than it was just 10 years ago. You feel me? So it's like there's a lot of
Cons,
pros and cons, right? with each generation. Each generation got their own blessings and curses.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel me?
That's true.
And we kind of got to know how to navigate it, but the only way we can is by actually talking to each other so we can navigate it. You really feel like we don't talk to each other? Like when it comes to real deal, real life conversations about how we can get through what we're going through as far as life goes.
Yeah. I feel, you know what, there's a set of people that are actually there that's not willing to help the next person. Does that make sense? Like somebody can be somebody can be Mimi and she's successful and she's up there, and somebody wants to be just like her and she'll be like, no, I can't help you, you gotta struggle like me. That's not fair. So you kind of have to, I was gonna say, you never know what people are going through. You never know what people are going through. So if you see somebody, smile. You don't know what that smile can do for them.
See, you say this, but I know a lot of girls with that restless face and it's not.
See, that's not me no more. I used to be like that. Okay, sometimes you want your space. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I go to Walmart, I got my sunglasses and my mask, I don't wanna see anybody. Like, just leave me alone. But then other times I'm just so sweet. Cause you just never know who that, what if it's a billionaire I said hey to? She probably be like, oh, I like your energy, here's my number, boom, I'm rich. So you never know who you're gonna run into. So you just have to do your own thing. You can't kind of depend on a group and just not. Just do your own thing and let people gravitate towards you.
I agree. I could have said it better myself. All right. Now, before we get out of here, do you have any questions for your boy?
Yes. So I never even knew that, because I know your parents obviously do this, but like, what is different with you doing this podcast and if your parents were to, like, do you see a difference in their generation and your generation in podcasting and just, you know, the entertainment?
I do. I do see a difference. I would say what the difference between me and my parents is that, to be honest, I'm going to be able to venture out to everybody. I've seen my parents thrive in the African community. I've seen them literally take over by storm and literally be known by everybody and anybody. So they've kind of taken over that space as far as being who they are and representing themselves. I kind of want to do that, but more. Okay. I kind of want to expand and literally talk to everybody. Like, I really feel that God bless me with the ability to speak to everybody in a natural form and natural setting. So I kind of want to venture outside of our community. I want to be able to speak for everybody in every different kind of walk of life. And I feel like I'll be able to get different perspective that my parents frankly were looking for.
Right. So when they give you advice, can you like see like, okay, mom, no, that's not gonna work with us. Is it like that?
It's kind of like that, but I also try to take their advice and implement it into my way.
Okay, so you remix it. Like, oh, okay, you said that.
Remix a lot of it.
Hey, for real. So where do you see you and like you in this whole thing in like the next 5 years?
To be honest with you, I'm going to be our generation's next Steve Harvey. Like, I'm going to be the first male nerdy to be able to.
That's what's up.
Be on different media platforms, to be able to represent and have meaningful conversations with different people, and be able to just get back to talking to each other. Get back to having valuable conversations that lead to not only learning new things, but just lead to us learning more about each other and just treating each other better overall. Absolutely.
I like that. I want to come back.
Oh, absolutely.
When I'm a billion, I'll be back in.
Hey,
You're not gonna be here. You're gonna have your own studio, your own warehouse. You're gonna have a warehouse, and you're gonna have a studio for everything. You're gonna have a studio for modeling, a studio for your own podcast. You're gonna rent out different podcasts for other people. Next 5 years is gonna happen.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, baby, thank you so much for joining the Punchline, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, all right? Now, what I want you to do, all right, before you leave and do anything, is to go ahead and follow Mimi's Braiding Bar, okay? Now, she is live on Instagram, and Mimi's Braiding Bar has their own page as well, okay? So you're gonna see that in the comments and in the info section. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, keep pushing until new creations.
I wish you would have told me so we could have said it together. That
okay, so we can still say it together.
3 times in
She's one of the best, I must tell you. Yes.
Wow.
She is.
Aww. Giving a little Shout out to Mimi. Okay. And then just give one thing that you would advise anybody that's out there chasing their dreams or trying to do anything for themselves. What's one advice you'd give them?
Yeah, my advice is they have to chase their dreams. Whatever you know how to do, just have passion for it and go ahead, because you don't know what is ahead of you. Because I remember when I first met Mimi, I think she was a radiologist or something. She used to work at the hospital. And then, you know, she started this when she was very young. But it got to a point she realized this is my dream and I have to chase it. So if you have something that you really know how to do it, just keep doing it. And one day, it will be a benefit, not to you alone, but to somebody out there, because we have kids here whom we are training. We have 13 years, we have 12 years, you know. You know, one day there will be somebody when we are old.
Right.
Yes.
It's important to train them while they're young and make sure that they know that they can aspire to be whatever they want to be.
Yes.
Absolutely. Ah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. I love that. I love that. That was great. Keep pushing until new creations happen.
1, 2, 3.
Keep pushing until new creations happen. I love that. I love that. And we gone.
So we're good?
Yeah, it was good. That was it.
You didn't even do the best, You didn't even better this, With the mic and the melody comes on, the rhythm to hold on, we can't let it go, no.